Hello everyone, welcome back. I am your host, Ahmani Brown. I am also joined with Pele.
Yo, long time no here.
Yep, and we also have Leon.
Hello there, it's good to see you guys again.
Yeah, so we were missing for 2 weeks because things were in the works and stuff was
Holidays
happening.
and other things.
Holidays and things of that nature. And
We'll try not to skip this month because it is, the Christmas and holiday season, so...
basically, yeah. And so basically, I just wanted to apologize for not having a podcast up, but just know that stuff was being worked on. Things were being done in the background, for sure. And it's ultimately for you guys. But besides that, what have you guys been up to? What you guys been doing?
Well, you don't go first.
Well, clearly.
Just yawned, fuck.
They're tired. Yeah,
That's still your cue. Go first.
This will take place in the Late Night Nexus, a place that we haven't been in a while, but, it's a vibe here sometimes, as you know.
Right now I'm enjoying some nice green tea, pretty good stuff.
Green tea do be a vibe.
Yeah, it is.
I have hot cocoa. I will be enjoying that in a bit.
Hot cocoa.
I'm drinking hard liquor because I need it for my sorrows.
Damn it.
I mean, you do you.
Don't laugh at this
But
sorrows.
for me,
Once I get to my week, you'll understand my sorrows.
all right. Well, nothing really much has been going on for me. The whole Thanksgiving thing. It was fine. We weren't able to do exactly what we were planning to do. We wanted to go to Virginia to see my grandfather, but that didn't go through because of just multiple different things building up to it.
Life
It just kind of
happening.
went to the wayside. Like the car, someone that wanted to come couldn't come, and then something else that Friday too. So it's like, And after that, it's mainly just been mostly work, gaming wise. Usual shit for me, and I'll go into details with that. Aside from a new game, No Time to Relax. It's basically what it is. You have no time to relax. It's a fun game. Short, sweet, very simple.
It's like life on crack.
Exactly, yes.
Yep.
But, you can fuck over people by winning the lottery before them. So,
Or literally spend happiness points for screwing them over, which failed on our run.
Both Leon
It very much
Jones, Pele, and a friend of the podcast, Wolf, were all obsessed with this game for a little bit. Y'all been having some fun with that one.
And Paul as well. He
Oh yeah,
likes to
Paul's been
play-
playing it too.
yeah,
I
Paul
forgot he
too.
was it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's cool. It's good. It's fun.
Who won the most so far? Or has it been different
so-
winners each time?
I think it's been different winners. so
I've
far.
won once. Wolf won twice. I haven't seen Paul win yet, but I think he's won a few times.
Leon, did you
I'm-
win?
I think Paul. I haven't won yet. No.
Ah, okay.
I've always come in second, if anything, from the points.
Okay. You haven't won, but you're always doing good.
Yeah, Jones is
Yeah.
yet to win.
Cool.
But aside from that, watch-wise, I've really watched two things. I started to watch Blue-Eyed Samurai.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've only watched the first episode, haven't gotten to the rest of it. It is dope. It's fantastic. Fucking love it. Got caught off guard by little moment with the brothel. Just all of a sudden seeing genitalia. It's like, get the fuck, wait a minute.
Cheers, bro. I'll
this
drink
is
to
Netflix,
that.
bro. It's
I know, but still, it just caught me off guard. Just like, okay, so we're gonna be showing that too. All right.
yeah, no, it's all there. It's all there.
And then after that, just the concept's just fantastic. The whole revenge story, and how he has had this past and the training of a master, and I like how she trained. I like how it was implemented and what she did and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, check it out. It's a fantastic story so far. Judging by Ahmani, it is phenomenal around the end. If you continue watching it, you finished it, right?
Yeah, I finished it. It's dope.
Yeah, yes.
It
Great stuff.
best thing I could say is because it becomes really obvious as you're watching the show. Can't wait for season 2 because like, not a spoiler, but like you'll figure it out via the pace. You're going like, there's just not enough time to deal with the rest of those people, is there? There's just not enough.
Second thing I watched, I just felt like it when I was floating some laundry to watch Leo, the Adam Sandler movie via Netflix.
Okay.
On Netflix, about this grade school lizard that's basically dying apparently, and he's wanting to live his life, but he gets he fails to do so to escape. Then he gets caught by the children, and he tries to convince them that they can listen to him, like the Dr. Dolittle thing almost.
Okay.
And it turns out that he then finds more joy in helping the children than actually trying to leave and do what he wanted to do, essentially. So it's okay. It's Adam Sandler. If you've seen any of his other animated movies, at least the one of the more adult ones, you get to picture how it goes.
So is it good or is it terrible?
It's okay. It's okay. It's kind of heartwarming for what goes on, but it's okay.
Because I've seen some Adam Sandler animated stuff. Some decent, like the Hotel Transylvania series, but also some kind of garbage, like 8 Crazy Nights.
Wait, he's behind those? I didn't realize he was behind those.
Yeah, he's Dracula. Adam Sandler's Dracula.
All right, fair
Oh
enough.
yeah.
I didn't.
But no, I wouldn't say it's like it's not like it's not as good as Hotel Transylvania.
But not as bad as 8 Crazy Nights.
Yeah, exactly. So give it a shot if you want just a little bit of humor, like typical Adam Sandler humor, how he does it and everything, and then his some reason music numbers he throw in there that's really odd and
he's big in the musicals.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
But yeah,
He likes his musicals.
check it out if you want to. Other than that, reading wise, I only have. Well, I'm only gonna do one thing. This is not new, but it is a reverse isekai, if you know what that is. It's called Only I Know That the World Will End. It is an action, fantasy, horror, mystery, shonen isekai genre.
Sir, do you just love isekais? Is that the deal?
It's a guilty pleasure. It is a guilty pleasure.
I just want to say real quick that that premise is already also the same exact premise of another webtoon I've been reading.
Really? Okay.
Well, might as well just say what it is. Just say what it is.
Omniscient Reader.
Yeah, I guess you're not wrong. That one is kind of
Yeah.
a reverse isekai.
Yeah.
It's not incorrect.
But our main character, Ichijo, he was minding his own damn business when he gets attacked by a minotaur, and you see this man basically bisected.
Damn,
And,
that fucking sucks.
Yes, it does fucking suck. But it then shows that he somehow comes back alive. He's greeted by one of his coworkers. He tries to go home again, trying to weird by with the situation, and he finds out that the world has gone to shit. The monsters, demons, all these supernatural things are now coming to the real world, killing humans, and he has to survive the situation. However, it is then found out to him that he has the power to come back from death, ReZero style. And he now tries to basically fight these monsters and hopefully save the world. So check it out if you enjoy a little bit of ReZero. It goes kind of damn dark. I want to say almost a little bit darker than ReZero upon the whole return by death.
ReZero? Because there's some shit that happens.
ReZero is pretty fucking dark.
Yeah, right. ReZero is not exactly lighthearted.
It's not, but this kind of goes. I want to say a little bit more. It's like you're like, God damn,
just that extra mile.
Shit.
There's a particular episode of ReZero where they just mention a question, and that's all it takes to go like, oh shit, like that might recontextualize everything.
I wouldn't say it goes like that upon like the mention of the question part, but most definitely, this man isn't your superhuman. Can do anything, is able to conquer the situation. No, he he gets beaten down.
I mean, I feel like the main character of ReZero
thrashed.
gets beaten down too. Consistently. But yeah, nah, I see what you mean. It's rough. The amount of times he dies is because he has to deal with these problems physically, more so. Well, he's using his head, obviously, but like more physically than anything else. He's like, I can't fucking fight that.
No, he. I'm just gonna mention this with this Minotaur that comes up. He runs for this thing for a couple chapters. He does not try and fight this damn thing at all. He's like, nah, this is not the way. I'm gonna try my best to avoid this thing. Maybe do something else. It just keeps like a domino effect. But it's good. It's pretty good so far. It has its the typical tropes sometimes, but it does it in a decent way. It's in a pretty good way. So check it out if you want to. If you, like I said before, if you enjoy ReZero, it has a bit of a vibe of that too. So
Cool.
Go right ahead. And that's pretty much it for me. I got nothing else for the time being.
All right, Pele, tell us
that's short.
how the world has slighted you.
Well, to slight at me, today I tried going to work, as I normally do. As I'm driving literally a few minutes away from getting to the front door, my car decides to clonk out and overheat on the side of the road. Open up the hood, saw that my coolant tank is completely empty. I filled that bitch up a few days ago, now it's completely empty. Yeah. And that means it could be either a coolant leak, broken hose somewhere, hopefully that's a cheaper option, or the most expensive option, a blown head gasket, which, if that's the case, fuck my wallet.
Yeah, we're gonna hope for the least expensive one, because chances are it probably is. That's the most common, which is that it's simply a leak. You can easily get that fixed. Just a little patch.
Yeah, regardless, it's just another stress and to deal with on the holiday seasons. Yay!
Yay! Extra stress on holiday seasons. That's what we love.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking
about. Fuck my life sometimes.
That's what we want.
Why do I imagine like the Grinch just kind of stabbing the coolant area?
I want to pick that green bastard up by the nose and give him the most atomic wedgie from his hair sack I will ever receive from. I'll grab him by the nutsack and toss him over his fucking Mount Crumpet if he is the one behind this bullshit.
Look, man, I feel like it's kind of messed up to just assume the Grinch did it. That man had recovered a while ago. He's not
I will
the same
dig up
anymore.
Dr. Seuss's fucking grave and personally resurrect him myself if just to make sure that's the case or not.
You're like, yo, if the Grinch dumped my shit, I will end you, bro. I will end you again! Everyone. I'll resurrect you just to put you back in the dirt.
Give me that Necronomicon.
No, that's why I've been drinking so hard right now, because I'm so fucking over it with the car situation. Like, oh, God. But anyway, on to happier news. Two things I experienced in my long sojourn from this podcast. I finally played and beaten Alan Wake 2.
Hey.
My experience with it, especially since I'm not sure if we talked about the Game Awards already in this podcast yet.
Not yet, because they just
Okay.
happened.
Okay.
I mean, technically, for those that want to, you can just watch the stream to see most of our reactions. We had pretty much almost everyone there. Leon, you didn't show up, but understandable.
Oh, I didn't know there was a stream going on.
There was a stream, yeah.
All you had to do was pull up, but you ain't pull up.
I was doing other things. I was occupied with
dude, you should have seen some of the reveals, because there's one big reveal I will talk about at the end of this that we need to talk about for sure.
I heard some of the reveals. I'm not totally sure.
Oh, no, we're going to talk about it regardless, because me and Ahmani alone are hyped about it. You should be, too. Catch your ass up is all I'll say right now.
I mean, we're going to spoil you, obviously, on like some of the reveals, but like I think most of them are in the docket anyway, so it's fine.
Probably, yeah.
Not this one.
Also, I probably left them out because we literally walked over them because of the Game Awards, too.
On the stream,
we
yeah.
watched it.
But anyway.
There's a whole stream talking about how we watched it, because it's there with us watching it.
Yeah, but Alan Wake 2, I actually played through it. That game is fun, it is wild, it is crazy, and metaphorically, narrative-wise, like, God, it breaks my fucking brain on how a lot of this shit works. So, an example of this, Ahmani, think of it, like, you know how a story is typically linearly written, cause and effect type of situation, right?
Yeah.
So imagine this: any causes you make will have an effect, but not directly to the effect of what's coming after it, but maybe prior to it.
Ah.
So you can essentially write a singular line of a sentence of a certain series of events, but you can just send another line across from all the way around from back point or forward or back again or replace entirely that can affect the story. It is... oh, man, it's a bit hard to comprehend. Not to mention the fact like how much of this references are from previous Remedy games, from Control, the first Alan Wake games, Max Payne, even Quantum Break.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot to the game, but it is fun. It is great, and I love the musical number they put into the game. It is just brilliant. So,
Yeah,
narrative-wise and gameplay structure-wise,
it was weird.
I know. Like I was surprised when they got so many nominations. Like, but now I played it, I can see why. Like, I like the game quite a bit. It's definitely up there in my Game of the Year list for sure.
I'm gonna have to actually look at that too. We'll see if we agree with that. The Game of the Year thing, though.
Oh no, it's up there for sure. But I do enjoy it quite a bit. The second thing I saw with Zach recently and my friend Forrest, we went to see Godzilla -1.
Oh, okay.
And that that movie was great. One of my favorite movies of the year so far. It's actually one of the first Godzilla films, if not the first, the one that actually makes me care about the humans in the movie.
Damn.
I know.
That's usually what you care about the least in Godzilla movies.
I know, but this one's that you care about the most. Like, wow. Like, I actually had built up tears in my eyes. And for a budget for $15 million, they're like, this is god fucking impressive.
I was like, it didn't have to be like this. It didn't have to
be
like this. Why did you go so hard on this Godzilla movie?
Honestly,
I just wanted to see a giant lizard.
I was like, if it was this giant lizard destroying cities, like, that would be cool. But no, it was so much more than fact. And then even Godzilla himself is still terrifying as shit. Like, like, that's a whole fucking problem. Well, I highly recommend you guys watch the film. I'm not going to spoil anything. But it is, oh god, it is good. It is magnificent. Like, I'm loving more foreign. I love that fact that more and more foreign films are getting a lot more attention nowadays. So, like, this is great. Definitely good. It's more. I'm more excited to watch this than fucking Aquaman in a few weeks.
Are you actually going to watch Aquaman? Are we
really
maybe.
Maybe.
I mean,
you watched The Flash.
Oh, fuck! I did watch The Flash. I did.
We'll see what's worse. I think The Flash will be worse. I don't think Aquaman's gonna be that bad.
No, but like, damn, I really do. But at the same time, like, that's like, if I don't watch The Flash, that's like saying that what Amber Heard did was like worse than what.
But Amber Heard's not the whole movie. Ezra Miller was.
Ezra Miller was the whole movie, but like, I don't want to say that like what she did was worse than everything Ezra Miller did, because that's like kind of wild to say. Like,
no, she was a bitch. He was a criminal.
Yeah,
yeah.
Technically speaking, they both were kind of criminals, but like, yeah.
One was a kidnapper and groomer. One, unfortunately, one literally caused domestic abuse to her husband. So
yeah, I mean, he's missing a finger because of her. So like, that's literally a thing.
But anyway, yeah, I may see Aquaman depending on how things go. Probably not. I didn't see the Marvels. I still don't want to see the Marvels.
Well, okay, so granted, here's the thing. At least the Flash movie was the first Flash movie. I haven't even seen Aquaman 1.
That's fair. You probably don't need context, though.
Yeah.
You probably don't need context. I mean, hey, if you want to prep, we can watch Aquaman 1 one day. I think you'll enjoy it. It's a cheesy schlock fest, but I think you'll actually have fun.
Yeah, I know it's not. It's not bad. It's one of the better DC movies that came out.
It's not great writing, but it's fun. Like, you have to turn your brain off type of deal.
It's like, oh man, do I really want to see Aquaman 2? Do I really want to see Aquaman 2?
I mean, it's going to be probably one of the bigger examples of massive CGI fest because everything's going to be underwater.
Man, the Blue Beetle was so good. Why do I have to, like, tear my eyes apart with something so bad in comparison?
You saw Shazam, Blue Beetle, and The Flash this year, so let's tie it all off with something potentially good or potentially something bad. It is the final movie before the reset button, so...
That's what everyone's pretty much... Well, that's true. This is the actual last one.
Mm-hmm. After this, there's some more. Until Superman Legacy, but that's been my week. I won't go any further with it. Ahmani, take it away.
Okay. So I played Thirsty Suitors, as some of you may know, because I put it on a whole stream. It was there.
Mhm.
That's fun. I'm enjoying that game. That game is fun. It is female Scott Pilgrim, but you play as I'm blanking because you play as Ramona.
Skater. Yeah, Ramona. As a
You're playing as
skater.
Ramona. Yeah, I'm a skater. I was like, but like it's fun. It's fun in that way, and I appreciate the maturity of it, of being like, oh yeah, we're looking for closure for the most part, and maybe a hookup, possibly, because it'd be like that. um, I don't know who I'm a dating there yet. I'm just kind of letting it rock. It might be Tyler because it seems like she's kind of in your head already. She's really there, and I'm like, damn.
I was gonna say thick thighs.
Thick thighs. Thick. They go out of their way to be like, yo, look at that ass. You see it? It's right there. Anytime she pops up to talk to you, it's like, there. Look at it. It's right there. I just find it funny that your main character is almost as thirsty as the village she's actually trying to get away from. Like, you just see some things and some comments are made, and you're like, you're just as bad, aren't you?
I mean, hey, horniness doesn't have to get in the way of emotion sometimes. Just, go for it.
But besides that, I've been reading End of Maat. It's Maat, I believe it is. If I'm pronouncing that wrong, please let me know. But it is a webtoon that is my bad. I should probably say it's MA''AT. But yeah, it is an Egyptian story about a dude who basically his mom told him, "Look, I need you to be strong enough for your siblings because I'm not going to be there all the time." And he said, and basically as a little child, he was like, "All right," so I took that personally, and so he did. He got real physically strong. His youngest sibling, his little sister, is sickly, really sick. They basically go like, "Hey, look, we're gonna just ask the gods for favors because we need you to get better." And Mom died to the same thing, so we need you to not do that. Because I said I would protect you, and I promised Mom I would. So he just runs around basically knocking down huge temple doors and throwing offerings on the ground, being like, "Here, we pray to you. Take it. Make my sister better. I'm out." So, long story short, that doesn't go very well. And eventually, his little sister just doesn't wake up one day, and they're like, "Alright, I see how it is." So, the one thing his mom told him to do multiple times over and over is trust in the gods. Told him and his younger brother, because there's two of them. There's an older brother, that's the strong one, that took that personally. It's Kati. Or Kata, or Kai? I've been pronouncing it Kati, but I think I'm pretty much wrong if I go and look at this, but it's whatever. Then his younger brother, who was the smart one, he's not as physically strong, like, at all, because home dude is crazy. But he's like, "Look, we gonna work together. You are muscle, you are nothing but muscle, I am the brain." And that was our sister, so we gonna stick together. But basically, home dude is like, "Look, Mom told us to trust in the gods. We did nothing but trust in the gods. Our sister is dead. Somebody gonna have to catch some hands." And so with that, he's like, "I'm gonna punch." Actually, I said punch. "I'm gonna kill every Egyptian god because they didn't save my sister. That's all I ever wanted from them." Right? And his younger brother's like, "Dog, first off, we ride together. That's how we roll, bro. We brothers. But second, you don't even know where you're going. Let me at least point you in the right direction so you could punch the right things." He's like, "Cool, I guess you could come." And then from there on, they're like, "Hey, look, we're going to fight every Egyptian god possible." And the story gets more interesting because, physically you can't actually hit a god. And that's kind of wild. That's not going to stop him. So home dude is essentially getting strong enough so that he can fight gods as a human. He's just doing it. You know, all the gods are walking up to him being like, "Yo, what are you on right now? Like, why are you like this? Who made you like this? Why did you choose violence like this?" And he's like, "Nah, you made me do it. Took my sister. I have to choose violence like this. It's the only way." I was like, "I don't want to hear no." In fact, this man wants violence so much that when his brother was like, "Look, the nearest god we can go to is Ra, off rip, and he's gonna be at those mountains over there. That's like a 2 or 3 day trip." He said, "Nah, I want to fool someone today." He was like, "I don't know how we're supposed to do that. That's the closest one I could think of." He was like, "Get in this boat. We gonna be there tonight." And so he threw his little brother in the boat, grabbed the handles on the boat, and they got there that night. He said someone is catching hands tonight. And then he fought Raw. And
The sun god.
and I'll let you guys pretty much read that to figure out what happened there. Is what I'll say. But basically, on pure concept alone of one dude being like, "Nah, I'm sick of this. I want hands from everybody."
As Bor, the god butcher, said, "All gods must die."
Yeah, they all are. It's all Egyptian gods. The whole thing takes place in Egypt. Egypt. So it's
fucking Yuki's gonna be there too. Shit.
Damn, he's probably gonna have to fold Yami Yugi.
Yami Yugi wasn't a god though.
He wasn't, but he's the pharaoh.
He is the pharaoh.
He controls the gods.
He can catch words too.
He use the gods.
He can catch it. When I said everyone could catch the hands, well,
Obelisk, the tormentor, Slifer, the executive.
Okay, so here's the deal. Here's the funny part. So, because I mentioned a little bit about what happens during their fight with Ra. Anyone that knows anything about Ra is that Ra's reborn every day, and then like he dies every day. Like he goes up with the sun and then goes into the underworld, right? So he gets older. When they pull up, they see a baby, and they're like, "Yo, is that baby a god?" And he's like, "I think it might be a god." And he was like, "Oh, if that's the god we want, I'm folding him now." And his brother is like, "Hey, yo, wait a minute."
He was gonna snuff him in the cradle. Holy shit!
Yo, wait a minute, it's a baby. He was like, "What's your point? That's a god." He was like, "Nah, we can like at least wait till he's like our age, right?" And he's like, "Fine." He's like, "Why would I wait?" And he's like, "It's only gonna be like a couple hours. Ra gets older throughout the day." He's like, I can fine, whatever. I'll wait a couple hours." But the fact that my man was like, "I will fold this baby right now." I told you, anybody gets the hands.
What is this thing called again?
End of Mott. So, M, so end M, so MA apostrophe
I see it
AT.
now. I see it.
Yeah.
I see it.
And for reference, Mot is the Egyptian god of truth, balance, order, harmony, law, morality, and justice. So the end of justice, in short.
Pretty much. He's like, everybody kind of catch the hands.
And subscribe. Okay.
Told you, he was gonna fold a baby, bro. The willingness.
I mean, the concept of, well, for one, brotherly love and one wanting to get revenge for siblings is always something good to me.
Mm-hmm.
And also just the fact that he is willing just to throw hands regardless of the situation is another just plus. So, yeah, I'm gonna check that out.
Also finished up Miraculous. I actually caught up completely. I finished it. I finished Miraculous Ladybug. That was fun. People might choke me. Let me say the name correctly. Miraculous. The Tale of Ladybug and Cat Noir is the correct name. But like, most people will understand it if I just say Miraculous Ladybug. So it works, right? That's fun. I didn't think we were ending the show there. Technically, very dark note to end the show on. Happy, but like dark in how we got there. It's the best way I can describe it.
You gonna watch the movie?
Yeah, no, I have to watch the movies, and I know that there's a season 6 coming. It's on its way, but this 5th season that I got to officially wraps up basically everything except for one major plot thread that is created towards the end. But it wraps up everything we've been following the entire series so far. is the deal.
Don't forget about the spin-off series, the stage musical, and the manga.
I didn't even know there was a spin-off series.
Yeah.
Let alone a manga. But but it does wrap up everything we've been following so far. Everything involving Hawkmoth and what it turns into. Everything involving the Miraculous, for the most part. I'd have to check out the other stuff because there's some other... I will say this right now, okay? If you're a fan of this and you've been watching it, alright? Because I didn't do this. That last 2 episodes requires you to do some research. Because I thought I was good by being like, I can watch the movies later or whatever like that, or the specials, right? No, you can't. There's just stuff that pops up in that I'm like, I have no idea what the fuck that is. And I watched every episode. I didn't watch the movies, obviously. I didn't get to those movies, stuff like that, because I was like, I'll get to them later. But, the fact that finale was, pulling stuff from, things that I was like, I have never seen these individuals before. These are references to things I do not know. I was bugging. I was like, bro, huh? But Miraculous Ladybug is really cool. For those that don't know, it's about these 2 superheroes in Paris. I think it's really kind of cute. Right? They're in love with each other, but they're each in love with their other personas. So, imagine a Peter Parker and Mary Jane were basically their own superheroes, but one was in love she was in love with Peter, and Peter was in love with whatever her super identity was, right? Basically that. Just in that weird circle. They just don't realize that they are the same person.
Oh, hey, your hair looks similar to the person that I know. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was like, but you act nothing like him, so we couldn't be together. And he was like, oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I get it.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
yes,
Understandable.
Well, they're both just being the exact same person. It's wow, if only either of you just mentioned the name of the person you liked in passing at all, this whole series falls apart. But don't worry about it.
Damn, I bet they were roasting each other too. You're like, oh shit, damn.
He's like, they definitely go back home and be like, they never like me. What am I, stupid? Of course they don't pay attention to someone like me.
It's the typical anime trope of just being oblivious to feelings or just typical awareness.
But it's always the reverse. So it's a Cat Noir is a flirt, but he's only a flirt to Ladybug. But Ladybug doesn't care about that. She likes Adrian. Which is just him. But he's more he's chill. He's chilling, he's vibing. He's just I exist. I'm just happy to be here because I don't get the chance to be out much. And then as time goes on, it's just stupid. It's so dumb. It's amazing, but it's so dumb. All the while they're dealing with this main villain who can akumatize people, quote unquote. So basically, if you're having a bad day, he could turn you into a super villain, and you basically have a super villain of the day kind of situation going on over the course of the series, because it sounds like that would get repetitive, and it does and doesn't. Each season does find a way to mix it up a little bit, and then the whole will they won't they plot is good enough that you're like, bro, I'ma fight somebody if they don't figure something out. But Hawkmoth gets some cool little stuff in there sometimes, and some nice little changes get done. I think I was introduced to one of the characters in the show that has one of the craziest arcs I've ever seen in a series ever. People
Really
thought
now?
Vegeta's arc was wild or some shit. No, her arc is crazy. This is a spoiler, obviously, because I'm talking about the whole series, but at the same time, I still recommend it because it's something that happens throughout the course. Chloe Bourgeois' arc in that show is the wildest shit ever. We're talking about a character who starts off and it's wow, you're just a bitch. Then becomes a better person, only to run it back even harder in the opposite direction. It's crazy.
That's a fucking 180. Jesus Christ.
Bro, it's not even a 180. It's
That's not 180. It's the fucking 360.
That's what I'm saying. It's wild. Like, we're talking like we begin the series and you're like, you're a high school bully, right? And towards like the middle of the series, we're like, okay, you could be a superhero too. Like, we could get you there. You're almost there. To like, by the end of the series, she's making plans to get akumatized on purpose. Which is wild because the city does treat it like it's like a problem. Like, it's like, hey, yeah, no, like that's just it's a thing that can happen. Akumatization attacks could just happen. Sometimes you can just get turned into a supervillain, and that's fucked up. And she's making plans for that to just happen, to just turn. Imagine making a plan to just be like, all right, like, I'm so pissed off that, like, I'm not even gonna call my rich dad to fix the problem that he always does. I'm gonna wait so I can turn into a supervillain, so I can turn into a terrorist real quick for a little bit, just to fuck people over. Like, there was a line that got me. It's so hard because she was like, "I'm waiting," and she was like, "It was like, why? You can just ask your dad." And they was like, "Nah, I'm waiting for someone stronger than that, like more powerful." And I was like, "What?"
Like, wait a minute, hold up, back it up. Back
I was like, "Your dad is the mayor." What? What?
That's some petty shit.
And then here comes the little butterfly, comes through to be like, "Yep, you want some superpowers?" She's like, "Yeah, absolutely. Give me them shits. Give me all that shit."
I bet that butterfly was so confused. He's like, "What the fuck? Wait a minute, why are you accepting me?"
I was sitting over there like, bro.
Like, wait a minute.
I was like, we came a long way from where you used to be, dog. You were making a nice little arc. You were becoming a better person, and you just really said,
yeah,
nah.
redemption, nah. Wait a minute.
Fuck that.
I'm pissed off.
Sometimes we don't choose redemption out here. We say fuck redemption. Go even harder in the opposite direction. I'm just become a villain.
You were going the right way. What happened?
How did you do this? But nah, that shit was funny. That had me dying. I was like, bro, ain't no way. Ain't no way you would just choose to be a supervillain. I recommend it. That show is crazy. And obviously, it's super inspired by things like fucking Sailor Moon and like stuff like that. Very Magical Girl inspired, but at the same time, like, it wears its other inspirations on its sleeve. Like, there's no joke about how inspired by Spider-Man this is. Like, it's crazy how inspired by Spider-Man it is. Like, it's not... She's a bug-themed superhero with a cat love interest. That is literally known as Cat Noir. It's just Black Cat, but French. Like, that's it. And she uses a yo-yo to swing around the city all the time. I'm like, bro, like, this is Spider-Man. And then, I think they're in middle school instead of high school is the deal. They're placed in that kind of, like, their last year middle school. I don't know what it is. I don't know if Paris has a different school system exactly. It sounds like they're in middle school, like, according to, like, the American, like, educational system. But I'm not sure if it's being treated or not as if, like, after middle school, you go to, like, a different school that's, like, more specialized in what you do, or if they're leaving and going to college. Like, it's not clear. But it seems like it's middle school that they're in. And so I was like, okay. This is, like, it's one of those things when you watch it, this is Spider-Man. This is low-key kind of just that. But, like, Paris. Which I'm kind of cool with. But, like, huh.
It's Spider-Man, but a bit more posh.
It's Magical Girl Spider-Man. That's what it is. And it's good because of that. Is what I can say. But besides that, I don't think I have much else to bring up. I mean, like, we've been watching stuff here and there, but nothing is coming to mind that I guess I caught up on Jujutsu Kaisen. I think that's the second biggest thing I did. So I caught up on Jujutsu Kaisen as far as, like, anime-wise goes. I already know what's happening in the manga. Don't worry about it. We don't have to talk about it here. It's big stuff, crazy stuff happening all the time. But like, I caught up to see some of those crazy fights. All I'm saying is like the last couple episodes I was watching is nuts because like Sukuna versus Maharaga is wild. That is a dope behind fight, and I'm surprised that technically that's not done. Like they're missing parts of it. And then the fight that follows that fight, which is Yuji versus Makito, is also really good. My personal favorite, because that niggas just wanted beef. It was on sight. So those are great. I don't know if you caught up on it, Leon, because you're usually our anime like dude on that one.
No, I need to. I very much need to. I'm going to start from season 1 and binge it if I can.
Oh yeah, it's only 2 seasons, so you're good. But
I know, but it's still a majority thing. Also, I need to decide if I want to watch it sub or dub. So either understand it, do something else, or have to sit down and read it.
I definitely understand. I definitely understand that.
Watch it dub, but in French.
No. Despite how entertaining that would be, no.
Funny. The idea of that sentence is actually hilarious to me. I watch it dubbed. What? Yeah, I watched the French dub. What?
Oh, do you speak French? No.
Nah. So you
The
watch
French go
subtitles?
hard.
Nah, I watched the French dub.
The French go hard.
That's
For
what I
example,
watch.
the best like version of Star Wars Episode 3 is in French.
Fair enough. You did say that.
Really?
Yeah, it's wild.
Wow. Well, now I think about it, there are some pretty good dubbing on French in actually Final Fantasy 14, funny enough, with certain lines and such. It actually sounds pretty good.
Don't knock other languages, man. Sometimes the performance is just better.
Very much true. Because I think German did a pretty good version too.
Best version of Hellsing, actually, ironically enough, is in German.
That makes sense.
That's true. There's the Nazis and everything. Yeah.
That's fair.
That's actually very bad. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna say that. Don't cancel me, please.
Please. Okay, so like I think besides that, that's about it for me. I can't think of anything else besides that. I think it's granted usually I have like a little list of things I'm doing, but like a lot of the stuff is still the stuff that I've been kind of doing from before. I jumped back into Dragon's Dogma, I can say that, because I'm trying to catch up and do the DLC officially before Dragon's Dogma 2 comes out. Because so me and a friend are going through and using each other's pawns to essentially make each other swole on the other end. And then I think besides that, that's pretty much it. I mean, I'm reading the same stuff right now. Still reading Study Group, and I'm still catching up on. I say catching up. I'm already caught up on School Bus Graveyard, which I mean, obviously I can never stop talking about those two, but they're like awesome. So go check those out. That's it. So I guess without further ado, we can get into the news. Okay, so let's actually, since we're getting into the news, get this over with, because Pele wants me to watch this. And by this I mean they have the Halo series season 2 trailer that is apparently out. And officially,
I'll stream it for you, Ahmani. Don't worry.
All right. Have you watched it yet?
Me?
Yes.
Yes, painfully so.
Oh God. So I'm the only one that hasn't.
Yep.
It's only fair for the host.
Okay, so we're getting like a fresh little reaction from this. This will be nice and dandy. This will be fun.
This is gonna be amazing.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it live on the
All
podcast.
right.
Master Cheeks.
Paramount Plus.
Jimmy Rings.
Yay!
Jimmy
Master
Rings.
Cheeks. Master Cheeks.
Jimmy Rings. Go ahead and pause this
Cheeks.
right now. I'm gonna say this right now. So I'm letting everyone know right now that me and our group of friends will not be the only ones to suffer through this. We are making you guys suffer through this. We will be doing a Let's Watch of this for everyone to see. Be sure to join us, because damn.
Watch alongs, seriously, if you can. We're gonna be we're pitching fits all over. But anyway, continue for the torture.
Oh yeah. Wait a minute. Hold up.
Phenomenal.
Ain't no way.
Greatness.
I should have fucking known they was waiting for season 2 to do this bullshit.
Greatness.
They're just doing Reach now.
Yep.
It just looks like a rave.
It's just Reach. They're glassing the planet. Not the child Spartan.
They start young.
Is that Elizabeth? No, it's not. Oh, it's her.
Halsey. Yeah.
Okay. Not him and civvies again? Oh, no, not him. Don't drag him into this, too. Not the boy. Not Keith David. No, they're bringing Arbiter. That's got to be Arbiter, right? There's no way that's not Arbiter. No. Nah! Arbiter. Leave Arbiter out of this, dog.
I say this is going to be 10 out of 10. It's going to be fantastic.
He's not even supposed to be there for Reach. That's like the first thing they're going to do is Reach.
So they've made some changes to the Halo Season 2 from what I see. They're adding potentially Arbiter. Hopefully it's not Arbiter, but we don't fully know yet. They changed Cortana's design from the first season.
I didn't catch that, but yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, it needed an improvement because I thought it was a little weird looking, but it looks like they actually got an actual physical person this time to play Cortana, even though they should have just got, Jennifer what's her name? The actress who plays Cortana? Keep forgetting her name.
Jennifer Hale? No,
not Jennifer Hale. No.
But she's
the
cool.
Same.
Could have just had.
Yeah, she's Jen Taylor. Just Jen Taylor.
Jen Taylor.
Yeah, Jennifer Taylor. So I was right in the first name, but Jen Taylor again. But still, they're not doing that. Halsey's involved still, and a bunch of the UNSC. So I think, hopefully, fingers crossed, that this focus will just be literally the fall of Reach and the entire season spent on trying to survive the coming attack. But obviously, it's not going to be the same story as Reach because, one, we didn't see any of the Noble team involved with this at all.
It's supposed to happen before that.
Yeah, but...
Also, technically, this is what? What team is this? It's not Blue Team, right?
Silver Team.
It's Silver
Because it's a Silver Timeline is what they call it.
Yeah. No Blue Team.
And it looks like Master Chief... Well, should I say for spoilers for last season?
Dude, I don't give a fuck about spoilers for the last season.
How it ended in the last season, Chief effectively gave his body over to Cortana as she controls his body. Looks like they retconned that at some point, I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like he's fine.
He's fine after everything that
he's not dead,
came.
But
he's not dead, he's not brain dead, he's back to his boring, chosen Master Chief self.
If he fucks
as far as it's only a teaser, so there might bring more details come February, but still, like
something else in the show, I'm gonna fight.
He's gonna clap them cheeks. He's gonna clap them Reach cheeks.
Nah, he's gonna clap the blue cheeks. He's gonna they're gonna let him smash Cortana somehow. Somehow.
Oh God.
I'll watch him clap Arbiter's cheeks.
If he claps Arbiter's cheeks, I'm gonna lose. Not him too.
He just begins clapping everyone's cheeks, every enemy. Just goes, claps.
It's just not the way I wanted to see Chief clap cheeks.
Not like
not
this.
The way.
Not like this.
Not like this.
But yep, that was the live.
Master Chief, what are you doing? I'm clapping them cheeks.
I'm clapping those cheeks. Sure.
The enemies are coming by. I got this. Unzips.
Master Chief, what are you doing? Clapping those cheeks, sir.
Cheeks.
Approved.
I have become the booty warrior.
I like you, and I want you. I could do the easy way, or we could do just the hard way.
That's how you truly finish the fight.
Yes.
Oh, God.
That will be his ending line. Be like before the final boss.
Now, with this season 2 trailer already, we don't have a whole lot of faith in it because season 1 was so abysmal. But here's hoping they learn their lesson and actually fix and improve on it. But not a whole lot of faith involved with it. Here's a better impossibility. If this does well enough, we might get season 3.
Fuck. Okay, so here's the deal. Admittedly, I'll say this: the trailer doesn't actually look bad, but because I know the quality of the show, everything that they're showing me makes me upset because I know that they're not going to do it right. So it's like, Arbiter looked cool. They did like a Batman scene with him where he's like, well, the Batman scene with him, but they're like shooting at him and he's like slashing through people. I'm like, okay, that's kind of sick, right? And then like obviously, Arbiter's cool. The trailer is very emotionally heavy. And it's very obviously going like, yeah, shit's about to go down. And admittedly, considering that we know enough about Halo to basically go like, oh, from the first season, they placed their home base on Reach. For them to start the trailer off with like this idea that this place that, is getting like destroyed in glass, at least for us, we're like, yeah, nah, shit. It's like the whole reason it exists. It's like the whole reason is that it's going to get destroyed because it's Reach. It's like literally the start of not the start of the war, but it's like the biggest thing that happens before they actually start running things back real hard.
Oh yeah, crucial point before the story of Halo finally takes shape.
Takes off and goes forth. So it's like, yeah, no, I get it. It's the thing, but when you name. Like, that's something that shouldn't have been name dropped. Like, that's something that you shouldn't have told us. You should have, said at the end of the season, he was like, we have to evacuate Reach. And it's like, oh, shit, they're here? Like, that would have been fun.
But no, they don't. Halsey runs away. Chief is effectively brain dead with Cortana controlling his body. His love interest that came and went in the first season is also dead. And he was literally feet away from the leaders of the Covenant, and he didn't point a gun at them.
Oh, yeah, he was. Damn. Wow, he could have just. If that was the case, you really could have just avoided the whole thing.
Oh yeah. Also, it still does make a lot of sense how the Covenant operates because the Covenant obviously despise humans. Why the fuck do they have a human spy with them?
Just in case. I mean, it's really dumb, but at the same time, it works because sometimes you need.
Oh yeah, and she does. And they made Master Chief the chosen one to the Forerunner technology, and she's also a chosen one, and they fuck. Why?
I really don't like that. That part is actually really weird.
Master Cheeks to must reproduce.
One good news though, we don't get Quan in this one as far as we see, so that's
she's
one
there.
annoying.
I definitely saw her there.
Oh, she's actually there.
He's actually covering
great.
her with the armor when the explosion has happened. He's over Quanted.
Great. She's still in the show.
To make sure that she's not getting hit by explosion. And I'm like, oh, yeah, the character I don't care about.
Yay, the one that we didn't give even less big of a shit about in the first season.
The one that's forced into the show. Look, I get it that it's supposed to be a different take and different timeline on things. And some people really do look at the show and go like, oh, yeah, it'd be a decent sci-fi show. But
that's not.
The problem is that it just kind of craps all over a lot of the things that make Halo cool.
Halo. Mm-hmm.
The fact, weirdly enough, the fact that Master Chief is a silent protagonist that is kind of to himself and is socially awkward.
He's not even fully silent. He's just a man of few words.
Yeah, but he is socially awkward. As a Spartan, he's not very friendly, even for other Spartans. People pay attention to that.
That's why the relationship between him and Cortana was such crucial in the original series, because she broke him out of his shell.
Also, the fact that he took off his helmet in the first 5 seconds.
Of the trailer. Yeah.
I didn't think about that in the trailer.
The very first episode. The last few minutes was when he reveals his, the first episode, they reveal his face. You gotta be shitting me.
Come on, bro. I'm like, come on, dude. I mean, in the trailer, he's got the helmet off. I'm like, at this point, it's I already know you guys don't care anymore, so it doesn't matter. But I don't know. I just feel like a lot of this show assassinates Chief as a character, and then some of the stuff that's being added as subplots aren't that interesting. The Rebel stuff is real nice and all, but that all kind of goes out the window when aliens start blowing down everybody's doors.
Especially since like, you have the UNSC like blaming like, oh, they're lying, and the rebel threat. Like, again, you have an actual alien proof that they're attacking you. Why the fuck are you doing this right now?
Oh.
You haven't even introduced the fucking flood at this point. Come on.
Yeah, it is taking. Well, to be fair, they haven't made it to a Halo, so you know, which I'm guessing that'll be the big thing for the end of this season because it looks like they're going to be going to a Halo, and I probably feel like you're probably going to go to the Halo at the end of the third episode, like the last episode. It's going to be the season finale of them getting to the Halo.
And season 3 will finally possibly do Combat Evolve.
Yeah, potentially. At most, it might just go through everything that happens initially through the first half of Halo. And if I know anything about, like show writing, the big reveal will be the fact that, like, because you'll have everything that involves, like, the Witness and the Forerunners that pop up. And it's like, oh, wow, we're getting a bunch of information about that. Only for the season to end with the Flood showing up, right? And it's like, okay, we're going to be left on another cliffhanger for the Flood. Cool, right? But you'll know that the Flood exists. Season 4 will be about the Flood. Season 4, I guarantee it.
If they ever get to that point.
If they get there, season 4 will be about the Flood.
But enough about Halo. Let's talk about the rest of what we want to speak about the docket.
Let's see. Well, Hallstein's got a new little teaser trailer. That's always fun.
And this, yep, just still wish list. No release date as of yet, but looks still pretty cool. Excited for that to come out when it
still
does.
Looks super good. Super good.
Death Grip. Yeah. Yeah. Project Outcast looks really dope.
Really
looks sick.
The fact I still hate the touchscreen controls, but as long as I can play with actual controller, I don't mind too much.
That's the
so
best
my only question is, if it's a gacha. If it's a fucking gacha, then
well, it's a fighter with pretty good, decent animations. It's a gacha mobile game, like. It's
a little weird, but it's cool.
Yeah, it looks cool, yeah.
It does.
Let's see. Another one I really did enjoy quite a bit looking at is Death Grip. Death Grip is essentially just the pod racing scene. Pod racers from Star Wars put into a more high octane destructive derby. Like, this looks intense.
Yeah, it looks really fun.
Can't wait for that to come out. That looks really, really cool. Let's see. Another one I would say, like, Project Triple L.
Project Triple L?
Yeah, right underneath Destiny 2 Season of the Wish. That one is a sci-fi post-apocalyptic Division-type game that you just kill hordes of... Yeah. Then it goes pretty intense afterwards because it puts you in a fucking mech. Like, okay, this is dope.
Yeah, no, this one was a super cool one. This is one of the ones that got announced at the Game Awards. I'm pretty sure.
Like, holy shit, this looks dope.
This is dope. What is these? It was cool.
Like, I was getting a lot of Division vibes because of a post-apocalyptic city, enemies left and right, some cool guns, some cool text. Like, okay, neat so far, nothing too intriguing, because nothing I've seen before. And then you throw in a whole big-ass mech. I mean, okay, you're going full Titanfall. I'm already in now, bitch.
It's time for full Titanfall. Look, more games need to go full Titanfall. Actually, maybe less games need to go full Titanfall, because we're actually getting a lot of...
mechs.
Well, actually, not post-apocalyptic mech fights in Warzone, but like a lot of cyberpunk stuff. But yeah, no, full mech sounds like a move.
Full the cyberpunk trend is now the thing, because I'm not sure if you saw at the Game Awards, Ahmani, that there's several cyberpunk theme game. Yeah,
we mentioned it. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Which I'm okay with as long as it makes it intriguing.
That's true. That's very true. What else?
Let's see here. Super Normal. The reason why I want to talk about this is because this is a spiritual successor to Allison Road, a PT-style horror game that was announced way back in 2016 that never came out.
Oh.
So this fan developer has asked the original creator himself, like, hey, can I just do my own thing? Like, he said, sure, go right ahead.
Makes sense.
So this one, like, so people who are, if anybody remembers Allison Road, be excited for this one because this one actually has a release date coming in January.
Okay, that's actually way closer than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, because this game's actually coming out.
See, it will be here. Soon.
It will be here. Very soon, very soon.
Very soon.
So I'm excited for that.
What
Let's
else you
see.
got?
Let's see. Oh. Super normal. We talk about that.
I'll admit.
Let's talk about how Snoop Dogg is like part of a movie now, being the underdogs.
Wait, which one?
The what?
The underdogs.
Oh, right, the underdogs. Yeah, so it was Snoop Dogg, and yeah, so he's a formal.
Stupid.
So
I mean,
dumb.
it's also done a bunch of times where like he's a washed-up sports champion who gets into crime. Now he's to do community service for a bunch of kids. So, but with Snoop Dogg this time, so it's going to be very raunchy and really comedy focused, obviously. But yeah,
Yeah.
But it's gonna be fun.
it looks fun. Yeah.
It should be.
Let's see. Another one I thought was intriguing is Banishers: Ghosts of New Eden.
Yeah,
made
Banishers
from,
does look really cool.
Yep, from Don't Nod, the same people did Life is Strange and Vampire, which I got a lot of aspects from that. Seeing the morality system and choices you make in the game, like this could be really intriguing and pretty cool. Combat looks the third person with some gunplay and all with it, but like that doesn't look bad so far. I'm excited to see how this goes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but not on the list. I'm not sure. I do want to mention this, at least some from the Game Awards. I know we did a stream, but Leon hasn't seen some of the stuff there. They announced a new Monster Hunter game.
Yes,
True,
Monster Hunter Wilds.
Yes.
That's true. How you feeling
I'm
about
excited.
it? Have you seen the trailer?
I have.
Okay.
I have seen a trailer.
Mm-hmm.
All right, how
That
you
was
feel
one
about
of
it?
the first things I think that's not the first thing. The first thing I saw was actually a Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero. Yep.
Sparking Zero.
Sparking Zero. And then I saw that one too. And I am excited. I cannot wait for that to come out.
I had to figure out why they changed the name for Dragon Ball, by the way. And
I explained it. It's just the Japanese name for Budokai Tenkaichi from Japan.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah,
that.
I
was like,
remember
oh, this is
seeing
cool.
that on like the covers of like I think on YouTube. There were some like titles saying Sparking Zero or something like that. A little fun fact.
So yeah, because the last Budokai Tenkaichi game released in Japan was called Sparking Meteor. So.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of cool.
The question remains for Sparking Zero: are they going to top the number roster from Budokai Tenkaichi 3, which
They're
is
They
100,
have to.
They
116 characters,
have
man.
They
no
have
choice.
No choice.
The fact
yes.
that they decided to bring it back means that they have to do it.
Nearly
now actually have no choice.
16 years later.
Because if they don't, they will never hear the end of it.
2 console generations later, too. Because last game was released on PS2.
Like, it's never, like, people will not let it rest, bro.
No, they won't. They will not. Everyone will go ham if they did.
Like, how?
Or they could probably do like DLC-ish to add more, kind of.
I mean, they always can work on more of it. But more than likely, like 80% of the roster is going to be just other forms of the same characters.
I mean, yeah, of course.
True.
I mean, plus the fact that you can just transform and everything like that is a thing.
Which is going to be interesting on how they're going to do that, because Goku has, upwards to 12 different forms now?
Well, the
I
way
don't
that
know
they did
about
it
that one.
before is
Let me
that
see.
they had like different stages. They had like.
Well, I mean, Super Saiyan, yes, but like, how do you change from the Kaioken to the Super Saiyan, or
Well, you
as
just do
Kaioken
Kaioken.
to...
Yeah, you just
No,
choose.
that's the thing. That's the thing. They had different characters. There was one in the 3, Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3. There was an early Goku where that one didn't have anything else, but he had like the ability to do Kaioken. Another one that you had the ability to go Super Saiyan, and another one you had to go like to Super Saiyan 3. And
Yeah,
then
the
you had
Kid
another one
Goku
that's
is able to
GT.
go to Super Saiyan 4.
Mm-hmm. And then you had a Kid Goku as well. And I wouldn't say all of them had like a drastic change to their moveset. I think each stage Goku, the mid, early, and
Most of the moves will be the
Goku's-
same, like, 'cause I think like Energy Wave and a bunch of others, unless they were signature moves.
Oh
tied to
no,
the
yeah,
characters.
absolutely. But I'm saying like the combat, like how they fight and everything.
Usually
those
it's
were
pretty
kind
much
of
the same.
similar, or kind of different. But then like evolving into their Super Saiyan states or whatever were kind of different and or similar to different characters. So I kind of reused a little bit.
Okay, admittedly, Pele, if I'm not miscounting anything, there are only 9. He only has
Only
9
9?
forms. Yeah.
Okay.
If I'm not missing anything.
1, 2, and 3, Kaioken, Ultra Instinct, Super Saiyan Blue, Super Saiyan God. See. Well, if you count Super Saiyan Goku Black, that's another.
That's not a transformation. That is a different character.
Yeah. That's a different character, absolutely.
Different character. Let's see. Oh yeah, putting Kaioken with Super Saiyan God, that's technically counts as well. Super Saiyan 4, the fusions are their own thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot. There's a bunch.
I think that's about it.
Yeah, that's about it, I guess, yeah.
Not counting, if I'm not missing anything. There are 9.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the movie ones. Like, there was no other forms in the movies.
There was only the false Super Saiyan, but that's like it.
Yeah, there's that one.
But
Yeah.
that one doesn't really
That's not
count.
really-
That's just, they just did it because they couldn't actually use Super Saiyan because they don't know what it looked like.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, we're just doing this because we know we want him to do a transformation, but he's not allowed to do that yet. So
I mean, they can still throw that in.
Toriyama is
That's
literally
nostalgia.
looking at us telling us no. So
Oh, wait, hold on. Don't forget about the Great Ape, because technically that is a transformation.
fair, 10, but that's not
Yeah,
one that
10,
we usually transform into
Mhm.
at all.
No,
In
there's
fact,
no, like,
He
variations
can't do
to
it because he doesn't have his tail.
Oh,
Since
anymore,
Dragon
but
Ball.
if you do it like Kid Goku, like from Dragon Ball,
Oh,
that
yeah,
is a
but-
transformation.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
that
that
was a
one would
transformation.
definitely have its own, like, so like pretty much you would have to shove all 9 of those into one, right?
I wouldn't say one. They
With the exception of 4, so 8 of those. So with the exception of 4 and Great Ape, you can shove the 8 of those into one.
Well, yeah. Well, the thing is,
But
like,
the way
that's the
stuff works now, you can actually
Well,
manage to get
yeah,
them to go.
you
back
can probably
in.
do them, but I don't want to know like how that's going to be done, because like, what's the trigger for Kaioken? What's the trigger for the Super Saiyan series, or at least how to trigger to Blue, because Goku can just immediately go into Blue, or Super Saiyan God, or even Ultra Instinct.
I would just let you stack up to it. I mean, like, there's nothing wrong with that. If you
Yeah,
start
'cause
off
it was
with
like
base,
a key base.
Yeah.
Start off with base, and it's a key thing. And then if you want to be at that state, you can choose to be at that state.
when you
So
start
they have
up,
that option
yeah.
beforehand too. It was all about meter, if I'm correctly. Depending on
In the
how
original
you
ones,
do
but the meter was limited to 4 in
No.
terms of forms, yeah.
that. Oh yeah.
So now we have
also-
up towards the 8s, or
Also,
higher.
If I
depending
remember
on-
correctly, this is from the Wii version. The Wii version, you had to do different motions to transform into the higher states. If you kept doing the same one, you just progress into the higher, the next form. So you go base, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, or whichever you did next.
Yeah, you go 1, 2. You go base 1, 2, 3. Then you
Mhm.
obviously go into red. Well, God, then blue Kaioken, and then you do
Mhm.
Ultra Instinct, Sign, and then Mastered.
Yeah. They could do it like that too. Yeah. I still imagine that they'd like separate the Gokus ish.
I mean,
Do it like
you
that.
could, in the simple fact of just having them go like, "Hey, look."
Because the Goku regular cannot go Super Saiyan 4 because it doesn't exist in Super anymore.
Yeah, so you would have to have so that's why I'm like, you'd have to have GT as its own. You'd have to have him if he goes Great Ape, like Dragon Ball Goku as his own. And then if they wanted to do a weird like Xeno version that he could do some weird stuff, then
You can go base Goku, which is just Dragon Ball Super form for.
but like everything, but you could just say that like everything.
Goku Black will be his own
as far
form.
as like everything from like Goku Black obviously it's its own form.
Oh yeah.
But you could
100%
say
agree on
everything
that.
from Dragon Ball Z to Dragon Ball Super can be put into one character, especially since like it's been multiple generations. You could definitely just fit that all into one person.
I could see that. I could most definitely see that, but I could also just see them kind of like putting like Z Goku and then Super Goku like as two different characters too.
Well, they could do 2 sagas, because they could do pre Frieza saga, where Goku can only go to Kaioken, and then just post Frieza saga, which is Super
Yeah,
1.
that's what
Super
they
Saiyan.
did before. That's
Yeah.
what they did before the whole early, mid. And
Because Goku couldn't fly yet.
they could still fly during that period.
Well, no.
I could have sworn he could fly before.
No. Like after the Raditz fights, when he learned how to fly, he didn't know how to fly.
No, 100%. He didn't like fly or anything. But I'm remembering in the game that you could fly. In that, because I think that the early one was based off of during Vegeta, Saiyan Saga. Yeah, Saiyan Saga.
Did he actually fly Nimbus over to fight Raditz? I knew he flew Nimbus over to drop off Gohan, but I don't remember him flying Nimbus.
I know. I think Piccolo carried him.
He was on Nimbus.
He was on Nimbus. Okay.
Piccolo was the one flying.
Because I know Piccolo was definitely flying. I remember him flying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Piccolo was flying.
Piccolo is not pure of heart. He cannot be on Nimbus. That man was a menace. That's why I appreciate him, though.
Yeah. I know. Wilds is going to be interesting. I can't wait to see it.
It's all speculation at the moment because nothing's concrete. But from what I saw on the trailer footage, since you're riding another mount this time, looks like a raptor of some sorts. Looks like you can also carry multiple weapons on said mount, so you can change weapons mid-hunt.
I would love it if we could change it on the fly. That would be really cool. I'd love to see the combinations that we could possibly make.
You'd probably have a secondary and a major, that you could just swap between with your mount.
Like shoot, I would love to see a combination of
oh, dude, I can easily go hammer and sword and shield and go from slow to heavy to fast and quick, fast and small.
I would love to see dual blades and bowgun. That would be a fun speed build.
Oh, imagine changing in mid-air and shooting like that.
Oh yeah, that'd be so cool.
Because that's one thing you can never do with a bowgun or a heavy bowgun is shoot in the air.
Or almost anything with the bowgun or heavy bowgun is a really cool combination personally. Because you just switch up from being a melee, just jump back with something like variety. I don't know.
Keeping a range and a short and a close range, keeping a long range and a close range weapon would probably be the most.
I feel like that's the best move is to do like a close range, long range thing. But I feel like everyone would probably mix it up and get some crazy stuff. So you might get dual blades that swaps out for a great sword. You're like, what the fuck kind of combination are you doing?
I would love to see that though. Oh no, what would be better would be switch axe and charge blade. See the two of them together.
I would look at that and be like, yo, what kind of fucking meter game are you playing right now? I gotta stack up my vials, get my meter right. Then I gotta do my super and then switch over to my other one and then swap it, hit the vials with that and do my other super. I'm like, bro, you're playing a completely different game.
I'd say this should be a caveat though, if that's gonna be the case, for those meter-based weapons.
I would assume that
there's just long sword and twin blades as meters.
When you change, it switches over and it has the meter or something like that.
I would assume the way it's probably used is it would make the most sense that you would have unless they bring back medium bow guns, that'd be crazy, but you would have your range weapon. So anything that's a range weapon and then a melee weapon. So you can have a bit of both. So that way you aren't stuck doing anything. Plus there's a lot of monsters that like to fly. So it's you get a Rathalos that leaps to the air and it's we can't hit him. It's well, somebody go grab a gun. And I was I got it. And you start launching into him and knock him out the sky or something. Something crazy, right?
I think since they're also going to try to implement a solo play since the Raptors isn't an extension of the Palamutes from Rise, they could just make that the companions.
That's a good point. I didn't think
yeah, the Palamutes.
I didn't see a single little. The Raptor is basically it's a Palamute. But I didn't see a Palico. I didn't see a Palico.
Yeah, I didn't see a Palico. But again, we just got a teaser, so they're gonna reveal more down the road. But this is just speculation, is what I've seen so far.
Some of my Palicos, bro. If Monster Hunter loses a Palico, I think I might actually riot.
Oh no! If they lose a Palico, I'm gonna be a little bit mad because
give me back my damn cat, bro.
Give me my fucking cat. I'm happy with the raptor, but give me my fucking cat.
I'm nice to have the raptor. I prefer the dog, but the raptor's cool because he can glide and shit. But give me my cat.
And based off the worlds, especially with the raptor, how they're traversing around, especially with the environment changes with stampede and everything like that, I'm expecting the maps to be a lot bigger and the hunts to be much longer this time around. So less time traveling between to and from the region to the hunting base, because I think what you can do is you'll still be able to do all you can mid-hunt like they did in Wild Hearts, Ahmani. But when you want to finally upgrade, then you can go back to the camp or main base or village to upgrade your stuff.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Alright, what else we got here? What else did you mention?
Let's see.
Okay, I'll admit, I kind of want to see Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Even if it's a remake, or if it's like a pseudo sequel where it's in the same world, just different agents. The idea of Donald Glover being Mr. Smith is actually quite hilarious to me.
Make it work. I like him. He's a pretty good actor.
It seems interesting. I still kind of like the aspect of that.
Oh,
the
Ahmani.
One is...
Yeah. We forgot to talk about one thing. Fortnite.
Oh, we did.
Yeah. So recently, what we also experienced, me and Ahmani have at least with a few of our other friends, Davon and the other rest. Fortnite has released 3 new additional modes along with its traditional Battle Royale setup. Lego Fortnite, which is a survival crafting game similar to that of Minecraft. Rocket Racing, which is essentially just a Rocket League cars put into a racing format, which is pretty fun. And Fortnite Festival, which is a rhythm game that you get to play play with your friends and play along to the songs that are available for you. 3 separate modes, all for free at the moment to play, and it is like pretty expansive. And like
it's kind of crazy.
The imagination goes wild on some of the cases that we brought up. It's a bit pricey, not gonna lie, since some of the skin for the cars is a little expensive, and even the songs are about $5 a pop. But it's a lot of availability for the variety of gameplay for it, and I can't wait to see what the creators, like the community creates, especially for the racetracks, and what possible songs can be added to Fortnite Festival. Especially since anime is pretty big in Fortnite, we can get a lot of anime songs probably in there too.
Probably.
True, very true. So I have to mention this because I forgot that this is on this list.
What was?
So, what's gotta be probably one of the weirder collabs that I've ever seen, but it works, is Street Fighter Cross Spy Family.
Yes. The animation was fantastic.
That's not the weirdest one. We got Vampire Survivor and Among Us just a few days ago.
That's also a thing, too. What's up with these weird crossovers, man?
I have no
idea. Anything will work, I guess.
I have no idea.
I'm still waiting for the next weird crossover for Call of Duty because they're usually one of the weirder ones.
I mean, a lot of things with Call of Duty is kind of a weird crossover by default. I'll admit that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Among Us is kind of crazy, too. I'm like, bro.
Vampire Survivor and Among Us. 2 drastically different games have no association crossover together. Like, interesting.
Well, I'd say Fortnite is the king of that, of just having the most weird.
Oh, Fortnite at this point is just pop culture mishmash.
Oh no, it embodies it now completely.
That is just what it is.
It's the main thing, but still, just the fact that it's brought in so much stuff into it is just kind of wild. I would never think Goku with a gat would be something I'd see, or fucking.
There's a lot of people with guns I just didn't go see.
Superman with a gat.
His Master Chief can shoot Darth Vader with a 12-gauge shotgun while Anakin Skywalker and Omni-Man do the Millie Rock on the side.
Exactly. Is that something that you would never think of?
That's wild. While Solid Snake does his best impression hiding in the box. That's the thing.
They also took away his cake.
They took away Solid. Wait, whose cake? Snake's?
Solid Snake and Omni-Man's. Their both cakes are gone.
Damn it! Damn you!
No,
they took away the cake.
They took away the cake.
How could you?
Because Fortnite butts are too legal.
They had one skin, if I remember correctly, they had like one skin where it actually did have something.
Chun-Li.
And then Chun-Li as well. So like, why can't they fucking do that shit?
Why not? Because like, they're men, they can't have cake. Why not?
That should be a title. They took away the cake.
They took away the cake. The cake is a lie.
What else we got on here?
No, don't take away the cake. That would work, yeah.
Yeah, don't take the cake. Let's see. Another crossover. I should mention this mainly because it's a fun but also terrifying concept crossover. Day of the Diver and Dredge.
Yeah, no, that one's actually a fun one. That one works.
It's a fun one, but terrifies me all the same.
Yeah, no, it's not a good mix for you.
God.
Almost forgot. In other fighting game news, so they announced a new DNF Duel character. They announced Battle Mage, And I'll admit, at first, I looked at her and said, yo, I'm not playing her. And then I started seeing her play, and I'm like, yo, I might have to play her.
Immediately change your words.
DNF Duel always has, like, some cool, interesting characters.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Dude, little orb spear chick sounded cool. Like, okay. Battle Mage off rip, I'm like, I don't know, man. Maybe this is just not my cup of tea. And then I'm watching her put up little spears and crap, and I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. Wait a minute. You might be doing some really cool stuff in a second. I'm kind of wanting to see what that's about.
Oh, and also, Leon, I forgot to mention for your sake as well, there's DLC already out, released for Final Fantasy 16.
Don't worry, I've already purchased it.
It's free.
No, the paid DLC. 16.
Yeah, because the first one was free.
No, that's not free.
No, I'm thinking God of War. Never mind, you're right.
Yeah, no, there's also
it's $24.
Not surprised on that one.
Wait, is it already out?
That DLC?
The first DLC is already out. The next one's coming soon. They said the release date for the first DLC at the Game Awards.
The DLC basically puts you into shit. I forgot the name of it. It's
that goes to the Fallen. So you go back to the Fallen ruins a lot more.
You get to see what the past basically was about. But I forget that there's a place it's called. I think it's a reference to Final Fantasy VII.
Okay.
It is also, because you get the Buster Sword.
Yes, you get the Buster Sword.
Speaking of which, that was another one. Apex is also crossing over with Final Fantasy and has a Buster Sword, and I was like, whoa, what?
Yeah.
Why?
No idea.
Why? For what?
These crossovers are getting weird, man. They're getting weirder.
But this isn't even a spoiler. But within the DLC, you actually get to fight Omega. So Omega's in the trailer too. So you see that.
I was gonna say, like, get to fight the Ruby weapon. Like,
I might have to go fight Omega. Oh,
I don't know about the Ruby weapon, but Omega most definitely is there.
Yeah, it's like I'm looking at the Apex crossover. Like, Crypto as Cloud, Wraith as Vincent Valentine, and Horizon as Aerith.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Look, I don't freaking know, man. Some of the stuff is just so weird. Some of it's so weird. I don't know. Yeah, no, I guess we should probably also mention that, so, in anime news, we have, Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai.
Yes!
They're finally doing the university arc, which, makes me go like, yay, we're getting that! I'm also like, wow, it's been a minute! I might have to go back and watch the first season again.
Shoot, there's still a movie that we have to watch. I gotta watch. Shit.
Yeah.
No, I know. I should mention this because I think it would be the service for like the wider community anyway. But I know the three of us don't really care that much. GTA 6.
Wasn't that announced at No, it wasn't announced at the Game Awards.
It wasn't on. It was announced right before the Game Awards.
Look, man. All it really told me is that GTA 6 is a Florida Man simulator, and that's about right.
Yeah.
That's very appropriate for GTA 6.
Like I said, we don't really care that much. I'll still get it, but I'm not getting it on console.
Unfortunately, we are not the members of the Paper Play Action Cast to really talk about GTA 6 because it's not in our wheelhouse.
No.
It's just not. You would have wanted to talk to Devon or Aaron or
he should not be named.
He should not be named. He would love to talk about that one for sure. Trying to think of who else. Yeah, that's about it.
Squishy, maybe.
Yeah, Squishy. But for me, I'm just kind of like, yeah, it's Florida. That's actually a really appropriate. Genuinely, I said it's a really appropriate place for GTA, and then everybody else was like, yeah, we've been there like 3 times. I'm like, good.
We've been there once. To be there. Vice City.
Continue to be in Florida.
Yeah, we've been there once in Vice City. Yeah. Back in the 80s, 1986.
Yeah, that was cool.
That is the correct choice. Mysidia. Mysidia is the place you get to visit, apparently.
Found the exact thing. But yeah, no, that one's dope. GTA 6 it's GTA 6.
Yep.
Also, to be honest, not that much to talk about because the trailer is mainly like CGI, just stuff, right? Like it's not.
It is, but it's also the biggest reveal. It would be the service to the gaming community as a whole.
True, but there are some in-game stuff in there, and as far as like in-game stuff goes, I'm not that impressed. as far as the in-game stuff goes, it just looks like any other modern day game to me. But I think that's a lot to do with the fact that GTA goes for realism as its primary art style. So like, there's nothing to really separate it from like anything else that's doing the exact same thing right now.
As cool and as cool as well polished it looks, I'd rather still see gameplay on how it's going to be like, because my biggest contention point from GTA 5, I know people like it, but I didn't think it was really good, is how stiff it was.
Yeah. I don't think it actually plays that well. I like.
I wish they fixed the menu system. Yeah, the menu system. I want them to
trash. Oh, dude, I don't even want to talk about
3 generations. I still haven't fixed it, man.
Look, the menu system is type garbage.
Hopefully they fix that at least.
But GTA is also kind of like, it's a fun game, but I only care about it because my friends care about it, and that's about all I care about it. I don't know what to say. I'm not even trying to hate. I'm just kind of like, it's not for me.
Yeah, that's for you, and I'll get it when it comes to PC, but more than likely it's not going to be released on debut because Rockstar fucking hates PC players.
I'll get it when it comes to PC. Oh, obviously The Boys Season 4 also has a trailer, and we're excited for that because, The Boys.
Be some fun stuff.
We've been pretty adamant about liking The Boys, and it's gonna be some fun stuff. Yeah.
More blood, more brains spilled everywhere.
Bro, there's so many questions that this has to answer because Gen V ended on such a crazy note. And I know that he was bugging. And I knew it was coming. But damn, I wasn't expecting it. Somehow, someway. But I think that'll do it for the news. I don't know if there's anything else you guys really want to mention right now.
Not really. There's nothing.
No, that's it for me for now.
Alright, cool. Alright, so, moving on to keep an eye on. We have been a minute since we had one of these. We have Edenfall. Obviously the first one's going to be a link to the X profile, which is always fun. That's good for you guys, or is it working right or no?
It's working fine right now.
Working good, yeah.
So I don't know why it's not, but Edenfall looks cool. The second link obviously is to its Kickstarter that's coming up, so that people can like kind of be in the know. But I basically got won over by its art style off rip. Well, art design actually. Its environmental design looks really crazy. Art style is still good, but like it's
the grass work.
World design is awesome.
Impressive.
Yeah,
like
you see in like the red grass, the red and white
grass
grass.
looks nice.
Mm-hmm.
I like the giant crazy piece that's going on. It's
water effects feel really unique.
It's really cool.
Like it's like a stylized water too. It's like not normal water.
It's one of those things that I'm just looking at being like, this is all vibe. And I'm kind of hoping that people really get to check this one out. The Kickstarter actually has not launched yet, but it's coming soon. So once it does, you guys can actually be ready for that. And I think the idea of like, it looks like an exploration game, but I actually haven't seen any form of combat in it.
Okay, I was about to ask that.
They might do that
a lot
in
of
a
world
future
building.
feature. Yeah.
But like, a whole thing, the main gameplay mechanics.
Oh, never mind. Look, scroll down.
There's
There's
You
combat.
found it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like a spellcaster combat where you throw combos and spells at enemies.
Sounds like my kind of game. But yeah, I was gonna say most of the gameplay I was seeing was you transforming into different animals and moving around the environment, which I mean automatically makes traversal kind of interesting off rip. I'm looking for a combat one.
Keep scrolling down past the point where you see the floating tower, and you'll see the combat.
Oh, I see it.
October 26th. Yeah, if it helps with the date.
That's kind of cool. There we go. But yeah, it looks like a vibe. I'm down for spell slinging. Especially if you get to do some like crazy well, I mean not exactly Harry Potter style things, but, something kind of cool. Something akin to that.
Big open
that system
worlds
was surprisingly
and
better than I thought. I still need to play Hogwarts Legacy, but I'm also not a Potterhead, so I'm not gonna pretend like I really am super excited. I'll get around to it when I get around to it. I don't know who in our group actually got to really play it.
Davon.
Davon did?
Yeah.
Devon? Okay.
I was wondering.
I think Davon's a bigger Potterhead.
I thought Aaron would have played it more, but
I think Aaron is
I don't
too.
think he
But
ever got around to it.
But me and Aaron we're bigger Tolkien nerds than Potterheads.
Fair enough. Our guaranteed Tolkien nerds.
Which is why we gotta. Well, when season 2 of Rings of Power comes out, we're gonna bitch and moan about that.
Oh, looks like you guys are gonna have to do a Let's Watch.
Oh god.
At least the first episode. I won't make you guys go through the whole thing.
Fair enough. We're going to see it through season 2 of Halo. I don't want to do that for Rings of Power because Rings of Power I think hurts me more than Halo.
Dude, the Halo one hurts me so much. I don't even know what to do. I was supposed to watch you guys bitch and moan about like that one, and then
Rings
you
of
guys just
Power.
ran off. Yeah, ran off and
We
watched
did our
it
own thing, but
yourselves.
like we drank heavily through it, so
I wanted to see the pain. It's not the same if I can't see it.
Hey, if you want me to watch it and bitch and moan with the show, we'll do another a stream recording of it, like one bit by bit per episode. Like I'll do that for this podcast.
Technically, we have to do a couple of them. There's a Star Wars rant that needs to be done at some point. That's been promised to the people and has never been done.
Yes.
Yeah, sit down and do that one day for sure.
Well, now that we actually can do it like properly, yeah, you can actually do
Oh,
that.
there's wolf combat. So when you're an animal, you actually fight as an animal.
Mm-hmm.
Each.
That's a lot.
And each creature has their own abilities. Americans can go full stealth and everything.
But yeah, go check out Edenfall. Whenever it gets to a proper point to really show off the Kickstarter, go support it if you guys are looking forward to it. I think it looks really cool in its early stages, and obviously it has more to go because development hasn't gotten that far on it, clearly.
Mm-hmm.
By all means, guys, go check it out. I think that'll do it for this episode. Yeah. So, without further ado, we are bringing this episode to a close. Alright, so we'll give you the usual rundown as we always do, because we always have to do this. So, you can hit us up and contact us if you want to send us messages and things like that at paperplayaction@gmail.com. You can also use that same email to tell us what kind of hoodie, fleece, or I think it's just both of those right now, that you want from our nice little shop. We're working on getting that properly situated, but if you wanted to order one, you can actually tell us what size and what color and which logo you want out of our many different ones, including a new one that is about to pop out real soon, because it's been overdue for a while. But yeah, no, we have a new logo specifically for the minisodes. The Attack of the Minisodes logo is finally done, and well, they're on their way as well. So the hoodies and everything like that, I should say, are on their way as well for being done as well. So you can hit us up there. They are $20 pop, just to be sure to put that up for those guys for everyone that wants it. Should be fine, plus shipping and handling for obvious reasons, because I can't hand deliver them to you. It's just not something I can physically do. If I could, I would.
But I can't. It's a transmission tree.
Like I said, if I could, I would make it cheaper on you guys. You don't have to worry about it. But shipping and handling is a thing you have to account for. I'm sorry.
Call Nightcrawler, damn it.
If only I could. If you could give me the ability to do that, you can. Maybe if you guys donate to the Patreon, maybe somehow, some way, donate to the Patreon or just our tip jar that's in the description below. Maybe somehow I can develop teleportation powers, but this is just a theory. There's no facts. I cannot back this up. We're gonna test
sounds like
it.
a pretty interesting theory that you guys should actually support.
My bad. It is not a theory. It is a hypothesis. It has not been tested. We should test it.
We'll come back to you another millennia, okay?
We'll see what happens. Maybe I will develop teleportation powers. Maybe I won't. We won't know, but we can see. It's a proper hypothesis test. Other than that, you can hit us up on Threads and our Twitters. Follow us there at paper_action on both of those places. And just, that's how you can keep up to date with a bunch of stuff that we're doing. That's usually where you'll find out when we're actually streaming and doing either our random encounter streams, which will happen, randomly throughout the week if we ever do it that week or not, or our coffee and gaming streams, which happen every Sunday morning around usually the 11th hour going to the 12th. Sometimes I can get started really early, sometimes I can get started a little later, but it's usually in that 11th hour. That 11th hour is usually when it starts. That's the window when it starts. But at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so you can actually, set your calendar and stuff like that for that to understand. So Eastern Standard Time at 11 a.m. is when we usually do. Besides that, yeah, just spread the love, guys. Tell people about the show. Tell people about the streams, whichever one you're enjoying. Tell people about the hoodies if you want to, actually. That's always fun.
The comfy.
Definitely trying to walk around and growing and getting this a little bit bigger and trying to do some extra stuff. And for those who are potentially missing the streams, the YouTube is also acting as a archive channel. You can find some stuff there as well. Actually, you should be able to find all the stuff there as well. Everything that's pretty much been streamed has also been uploaded to YouTube, so feel free to do that. I have been mentioning that I was going to do Spider-Man. Don't worry, I will continue to do Spider-Man. I'm debating on just waiting until New Game Plus is available in the game. I've been playing from where we left off because I kind of want to just do New Game Plus for that game. I just want to do that. And that's apparently coming out this month. So it might be worth just waiting till New Game Plus and then...
Nah, I completely understand. You want to do New Game Plus and you just want to rock the suit you want to do for the entire game.
That too. I mean, I already unlocked it, but it's fine. I just
Oh, no, you want to play the entire game with that suit, though.
Yes. But yeah, we can just do it on New Game Plus and play from there. It'll be fine. I definitely I did not forget. I didn't forget. I just have been debating on whether or not I was going to continue it. But Spider-Man will be finished on that channel anyway. Besides that, I think that's about it. I mean, you might catch us playing some Lethal Company soon. Maybe some Giga Bash, because we were supposed to do that after Awards, but things were a little too chaotic. Some other things as well. Maybe some Predecessor. Who knows? We definitely are going to be looking into playing some other stuff. So have fun. definitely more Thirsty Suitors. That game was fun. Pele can attest to that.
Oh yeah, it's fun, yeah.
But
it's also kind of silly, like just doing what taunts can emotionally damage your opponent. To discover the weakness is like, god damn, that's fucking fucked up.
Gotta attack their soul so you can hit them for more damage. Straight savagery out here. That's how we roll. But
in weird ways too, like piss them off, impress them for some reason, or make them thirsty for you. Like, okay,
yeah, whatever works. By any means necessary.
Emotional damage, the video game.
Honestly, yeah. Considering that what I did to that one couple, yeah, definitely.
Oh god, you gaslighted the fuck out of them.
So, Leon, for context, there was a couple that I had to get into a battle with, and I gaslighted them into thinking that the other was cheating because of the situation that they were in, and had them kind of go through a breakup so that it was easier to fight them.
Interesting. Okay.
It was fun. Aaron and Pele was like, "How could you?" And I was like, "What you mean?" The game let
all
me
for
do
the
it.
win.
And I needed to win the fight.
And granted, it was good. It was for a good cause. It helped them get out of the cult.
Yes, but Aaron likes to point out, I didn't know it would help them get out the cult. I just did it. It was a byproduct of the actions.
The ends justify the means, I guess.
Look, it turned out as a net positive. Which means that I did the right thing. Alright. Without further ado, we will bring this episode to a close.
Alright.
So, have a good night, everyone. Enjoy yourselves. Be safe out there.
Be safe.